general players, and some things are going to change. But I just feel it's pointless right now to raise power when I'm missing expertise heroes. First of all, I think that this is a mistake. Obviously, I had not played the beta or anything, so I'm learning as we go. I gotta admit that I actually watched a couple of Chisco videos regarding setups and whatnot. I'll give him credit for what he's due, and I did respect. I think it was what was the name of that mage? Ilya.
Yep,
Lilia.
yep. Lilia.
I still think that a lot of us don't understand the mechanics very well of these abilities, and some of them don't work how they should. But I'm starting to work now on my marksman. I don't know if you saw, um, but I got that new what's it called, the Roulette Hero Kinara or something. I
Yeah,
don't.
Kanara. You
But
got her five five
by the way,
five one.
yeah. By the way, nobody plays my account. You that is 100% me playing, leveling, raiding, and cursing and telling people to fuck off in the house chat. I told everybody earlier, like we did like 4 attempts. I was tanking that elite giant as marksman, um, and yeah, it was just frustrating. People just don't have any type of commitment. There's a couple players in there that want to make it through, and another, just a few of them just want to be just present for stuff and power. More leeches. I know plenty of that from 2831. So I'm not gonna do that here. I'm not gonna carry that weight. Um, but I think that the game has a PVE look more than a PvP. If it's what I'm looking at now, they're gonna have a very hard time keeping that up because they're gonna have to keep adding content on even though that the giants are gonna be elite level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah blah blah. Um, they're gonna have a very difficult time being able to supply PVE content, and then also complying with the PvP players. So in Rock, there's no PvE, so all the developers are basically focused on creating content for PvP and mechanics. In this game, they self challenge themselves by basically, I'm guessing, splitting their division between PvE content and PvP. PvP right now is lacking. I don't know how that's going to function. This thing about merging realms or not sounds chaotic. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be chaotic at the beginning and then it'll get fixed. Um, but I think what I've seen and what I'm seeing is a lot of rock players are actually coming over to COD and quitting rock. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's happening. And one reason is I'm not going to go into names, but over the last I think 3 days, I've been offered probably uh, 15 of the top 30 accounts of Rock for sale,
Just a
and
lot of
it's not
people
been.
quitting.
Yeah, the top whales are moving, are changing, either quitting Rock or coming to COD. But I don't know what's happening. I'm still spending on Rock, not really much logging on. But that's not something new. But I gotta go say hi to my guys
Yeah, no,
and
you haven't been spending as much. I've been like, where's he been?
but not spending it. You're incorrect. you're you're incorrect. I'm probably spending 6 or 7 times as much. Just not going into that game because I'm spending still. For example, yesterday I spent about 3,000 on Land of Empires because there was the egg hunt event. We're gonna have a PvP fight, I think Sunday. On COD, I have no idea how much money I put in the past 24 hours, but it's got to be north of 8 to 10,000 bucks. And the and Rise of Kingdoms, I don't know, maybe like 1,000 a day. It's not gonna be. I'm not spending 2,500 a day, but yeah, somewhat. It's still pretty much
1,000 a
going.
day is still a lot. Don't like, still a lot. So,
But
what's your plans for ROK? Not the highest power anymore?
well, I don't think. I think that until they change the mechanics for. Well, I never wanted to be the top power in ROK. By the way, that's
Oh, someone
Phantom's
just made that up.
Phantom's illusion of that. That was never my intention. Uh, we just wanted to build a good account and somebody to stand up for the kingdom. And by the way, it's really not that hard to power up in ROK. If there was really a beneficial situation to powering up, I'd do it. I mean, look in Land of Empires. I went from 0 to 1.7 billion power, and in that game, I'm not like number two, number three. I'm number one. I just wrecked everybody basically playing for a year and a half, and but I had to put in like 300K in about a month. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, but I just guess it depends on what the games demand. The problem is that, for example, for COD, the reason I'm spending right now mainly is and this is what we're going back to what we're talking earlier. I'm spending more right now on artifacts. I want to get all the legendaries level 5. You're going to see a couple of them are going up there. And you're going to see my heroes, they're going up as well, right? Uh, I don't particularly, I don't know what other whales are doing, right? I know at the beginning I got to 13 slow in VIP, and then I said, fuck this, I'm going straight to 15. This is going to make everything else more efficient to raise. People went for tier 5, and I heard there was a 60 million power whale that didn't have tier 15. That guy just overpaid for everything, in my opinion. But it just, people have different goals. If there's an event that gets me something I need, look, this MGE doesn't give me anything. Like, right, it's gonna get me the Cavalry Hero, whatever, some tokens. I still gotta level the guy, and I'm focused right now on getting my miners. This is a part that's really annoying about this game. The mining and leveling. Holy crap.
Yeah. That is very annoying.
But I guess, but it also, it's interesting because it also fixes a couple of problems with Rock, right? In Rock, you had one person, like you have all these huge farming groups that basically sell RSS. You have all these pilots playing accounts. If you're actually interacting with the people from COD, there's no piloting, there's no people farming for you, there's no spam on selling RSS. Like somehow they fixed something to the point that people are actually playing the game. They're staying quite a bit online. I was actually going to ask one of the devs the other day if the time spent on COD was higher on average. Obviously, it's a new game. It's going to be a little bit statistically incorrect, but it seems like people are very engaged with the game, and I think that as long as that continues, more servers are going to come up. One problem I see for Rock is that they're not adding new customers to COD. They're basically hemorrhaging Rock into COD. Another way to see this, and Chisco might say crazy, but I think that a lot of people were falling on a lot of Rock. There's really nothing new. Same KVK mechanics basically are boring, stuck. They need to basically do something about the Zerg, and I think that this game, and in that sense, is going to be a lot more skill based on PvP than Rock. And again, it's not going to be about whales in this game. It's going to be a lot about clicking and and not just the ball, the mass ball, right? There's different types of units here, and it's not like you make a tower and you shoot at the ball and they can just run over you. Now, here, the archers are going to matter. The Celestials are going to be big. I still don't really have them figured out, but and I'm going to leave those heroes for the end. Right now, again, as I said, I was working on marksmen and the casters. Once I have Madeline, I'll go back to the infantry. My infantry right now is 100% DPS focused. In fact, actually, I probably could solo that elite giant with my infantry if it didn't eat me. I was actually fighting it for quite a bit without anything happening. Like, he could not hit me, and I was just dodging every skill, even the frontal cleaves. So. But I think that I don't know what Farlight is actually doing in regards to their decision making on these games, but I think that there's a little bit of cannibalization happening, right? It's the same customer basically being split. Obviously, that same captive customer was probably not spending in Rise of Kingdoms, right? They felt comfortable with the brand, with Lilith and whatnot, and now they went to another game which they feel comfortable that's going to evolve. They see that their friends are moving there, and it's probably generating crazy amounts of revenue. I heard that there were 2 million pre-downloads or something of the game. You can be 100% sure that I would say 50% of those people spend at least $5. And if I got even remotely statistic right, I would say they probably made on the first day probably between 40 and 60 million bucks in just selling packs. Which is again, probably for them it's gonna be a big boost to their revenue. But again, it's gonna be about sustaining that. And that's another thing. The packs in COD, they suck. They just have right now. They don't have that much utility. I don't even buy the castle and the research. I bought that in Rock in Rise of Kingdoms. I bought that from day one, I think, till like 2 weeks ago. Never missed it. Every day, even though I was maxed very quickly, I never stopped buying those. So
yeah.
But I think that here I'm focusing on the keys. I'm really just burning money in keys, and because again, I think that when I go head to head with these people at some point, maybe first of all in my kingdom, there's another T5. He's pretty the top, but his heroes, I don't think that they're up there, and I think that that's going to be the differentiation, right? The artifacts, level of artifacts, the heroes and the counters. This is going to be interesting. In Rock, we have counters. Here, it's going to be more complicated to counter because there's 5 different types of actual battle units. Right? In Rock, you only have 3. Mobility in this game is very, very, very important, and it's going to come down at some point. This is going to be the theory crafting. I'm not going to do it. I don't have the time for this anymore. I don't do spreadsheets in Excel anymore for games, but I'm sure somebody's going to do this. But when that begins, that's going to be interesting because we're going to see the difference between the benefits of speed and movement speed versus damage and raid generation and scaling of attacks. I just think that in PvP, movement is just going to be way, way big. It's just, and that's why I'm also thinking that maybe Cavalry will be a little bit broken in PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see I have an item that teleports Cavalry. I mean, that's just.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff you can do. There's like stealth cloaks and stuff for calves, and calves are super fast move speed.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Cavs, I think Cavalry is gonna be only good for PvP though.
Yeah.
Which is very similar probably to land of empires in that sense. But I do believe that cavalry is going to be big in PvP, and movement is going to be king. And again, listen, today I was doing the elite. Actually, it's probably somebody from the alliance can send you the video. I was tanking as a marksman, and I just got hit when he would devour me or basically do the frontal skill, which I couldn't avoid. And we were gonna kill that thing, but yeah. Anyways, game mechanics are broken. Sometimes the trolls spawn when he's eating people. It's a bug. It happened to BSX. BSX tried like 10 times more than we did. They deserve to win it. Mad props for them. I'm probably going to be joining them as soon as we can do that because I don't want to play with my team anymore. They don't have any type of motivation. I think that there's 3 people that want to do that. But again, also, I do understand that this is going to be a server versus server, so our server needs to stay as intact as possible. That's why I haven't burnt it yet.
Yet. How do you feel about that? Are you going to get bored one day and start attacking people or what?
Nah, I don't have time. I'm playing too
Also,
many games.
Jory from 2831 Our Kingdom and Rise of Kingdom says hi, NEPHISTO.
Yo, what's up?
So, what's your spending plans? People want to know on COD. Like, how much are you max gonna spend? Just whatever you feel like. I mean, it's no real point to power up super high.
Well, so right now my focus is really to get. I stopped going power up yesterday because I had troubles with that giant, and it just made me realize that I was spending on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I don't like to be limited by game mechanics, and it made me realize, first of all, my marksmen were weak. They were level 0. One of them was 0. Now it's 36. I think Carana. I don't. You can look at it. And the other one was 15. And I got them to 36. I've been farming nonstop. I wasted all my energy just to get them up so I could be functional, tanking, doing damage, being more efficient against behemoths. So I think that it maybe change a little bit on perspective on what to spend on. How much will that be? I don't know. It will depend really on the game mechanics. Yesterday I got the sword Kingslayer. I don't know if any of you are Game of Thrones fans, but I am, so I got that sword. I still haven't put a single XP on it. Looks weak as hell, but yeah. Again, I like the other sword more. It has movement, damage, and movement, and I think that sword, that movement is just gonna be king. So I don't know. Whatever it takes me to get to the top, we will see.
Yeah. Is how many games are you spending on? 3 right now?
I don't know, like 3 plus
3.
whatever my daughter spends on in Roblox. I don't really know.
Oh, that's funny. Well, are you excited for our first ROK Season of Conquest KVK?
Oh yeah, that I'm really gonna be excited about.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Are you gonna play some?
What? KVK? Of course, and especially depending on who we fight. I really wish we could fight.
Oh, 6.
Well, I mean, yeah, any of those kingdoms again, you know. And I guess I just hope that someday we can get a fair fight. But I guess it doesn't fucking happen. But we'll see.
Yeah, we got a lot of top players in. We got a lot of players.
I saw that you guys are doing really good on the recruitment and yeah.
Yeah. So we got Dynasty and Taffy, some 100 mil plus players, some big whales. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Indeed. What I do like about Rock is the community, though. That's something that makes it hard for me because I really like the community. That's something that in COD I'm not really there yet. But with 2831, every time I see, I guess peace bores me. But as soon as that KVK starts, can we get some? I don't know. Maybe we'll get some decent enemies. I don't think that this KVK is gonna be any type of difficult. Sadly, we opted for going for B, I guess.
We're pretty close to pushing A now already.
Well, if you push A, and I'm speaking to the people that make things happen in our server, which is not me, as you realized now for firsthand, right? Not from somebody telling you. I don't really deal with anything in management at all.
Neph is not Diplo at all in 31.
Even though people throw shit at me everywhere because I'm the big name, I'm not involved. But if they're listening to me, I'd recommend we go to A, burn some troops, create some chaos, and live up to our name. Even if we lose another KVK, I don't care. But we don't leave a KVK without blood. So KVK 2 was bloody, KVK 3 was bloody, and people told me, oh, this is the best part about KVK 3. Before going there, Sammy, one of my pilots, told me, oh, we're not gonna even get 500 million kills. And I was like, kill points.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I want to go to 8 or 10 billion. He's like, yeah, well, you're gonna have to wait for like KVK 5s. Yeah, he to this day he's still amazed. By the way, I do have to call out somebody. I'm sorry, Alexis, but this is gonna be Baba Turk.
Oh.
Come to my kingdom and suck my dick.
What?
Did you hear that? Come to my kingdom and suck my dick.
What did he do?
You are the farmer. You are the farm. He called me a farmer and called us a farmer. Come to our kingdom and show me that you're another farmer. Before you got the KVK 3.
Oh, shit. What?
Yes. Okay. So bring your friends, your big boys, and then we'll talk about spending, and we'll see if your big wallet is as big as mine.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's a real challenge. You talk shit, you're gonna get talk shit back from me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
you want to see me spending real money? He can come. He can come, and I can promise you. What's the guy that's #1 in power, Baby Yoda? That's gonna be small next to me if that guy walks into our kingdom. So I dare him to walk into our kingdom. Not KVK, walk into our kingdom.
Oh, okay? Shit.
But you know what? He's a farmer. He called me a farmer, but he's the one that's a farmer.
He did. I didn't see this.
Yeah.
When did Baba call you a farmer?
They sent this all over Discord.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, shit, boys.
But from the mouth out, we're all fucking big. But put your wallet in front of mine and we'll see. We will see.
Okay.
Yeah. I got 15 accounts. I got 15 accounts to buy now, apparently. So he should bring his friends so I can get my friends' accounts too.
Well, let's see if we match up first. I mean, if we could push this KVK, maybe we could push Imperium and next or 2 down, and then we could match them.
No, he needs to come to my kingdom and call me a farmer. He's got all the heroes. He's been playing for 2 years more. So, but his kills are pretty bad for that power. That means that he doesn't really fight. He just hides in fields. I don't care about troops. I think yesterday you said my account would have like 1.4 billion.
1.6, yeah.
1.6, yeah. I don't give a fuck about troops. I'll burn them all. I'll go to 100 million, Baba, just for you. We'll see if you do that too.
Damn, he can't join the kingdom though, but we can go verse them in KVK.
Why can't he join the kingdom?
We'd need a special ticket for him, and I don't think he'd ever leave his kingdom.
Oh yeah, well he should stop talking unless he wants to put his money where his mouth is.
Hey, maybe we see this in the next KVK.
Yeah.
Not our first one. Give us a KVK or two, guys. Let us get some
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll bring. I know there's a lot of people that on his head. He's a big mouth person, so we'll see. Me too. So we'll go at it. It'll be great.
This will be good. This will be good content. Baba versus
Yeah.
Mephisto, Battle of the Krakens.
He's not gonna come. By the way, don't use my crystals. I'm trying to get Nico maxed.
What crystals?
Anyways.
Gems?
No, the crystals, the hero crystals.
Oh, no.
For legendaries.
Yeah, I haven't been using anything. Don't worry.
All right.
Well,
I gotta
thank
go.
you.
My son is requiring me.
All right.
There you go. You got some chaos here.
Thanks,
5
Mephisto.
minutes.
Peace out, brother.
Bye-bye.